In our next story, it's about a Good Samaritan who actually tripped a dude who was running from the cops.
Oh.
That Good Samaritan actually is related to someone on this show. It's Al Beck's brother-in-law. And Al had no idea his brother-in-law was in the news.
No idea. He makes the news all the time.
He does.
In the news
it's the
all
same
the time.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is your
The walker?
Your brother-in-law
Yes.
who was, he walked to, what was he doing? What was the purpose of that? He was raising money for?
He was, it was sort of a bucket list item to walk across the country. He was going for a world record, and along the way, he sort of spotlighted different GoFundMes for people who couldn't walk. So he kind of was raising money and also was doing it for himself, but just barely missed the world record. He did it. He walked across the country in, I think, 79 days.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know why you do it, but good for him.
Well, he's insane, and he wants to do it again because he missed the record by a little bit. So he's already training. It's just what he was out doing. He's already walking again.
Well, that's how this happened. So he was out for a walk when he noticed a bunch of police cars and then realized something was up. So here's the story, and we'll talk to Al more after this. Here's the story from WDIV TV.
It's a Saturday morning Jack Huffman says he'll never forget.
I was just out for my morning walk. I saw the police lined up down Gardenia. I wasn't really sure what was going on. That's when I started hearing all the tires squealing from down the road.
Shockingly, and in an instant, the person police were pursuing seemingly pulls a fast one on officers and was able to get away just enough to jump this fence, almost escaping only feet away from Huffman.
One of the guys had jumped the fence into the right where I was standing and just came right my way.
What's up, man? Hey! Hey!
I just turned down and stuck my big foot out there and tripped him up in the road.
Huffman got his foot out just enough to trip up the fleeing criminal, and just like that, another policeman drives right past the suspect until the Good Samaritan is able to flag officers down.
Right there! Hey!
I had about 3 seconds to figure out whether I was going to get into it or not. So I just decided, like, okay, just get out there and do it. That's just me. I can't help. Just see something, anybody in trouble or needs help or anything, I'll be right there.
Police took the suspect into custody, making an arrest for fleeing and eluding. In Detroit, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Wow, that's a risky situation, right?
Yeah, balls. I just would assume that's like a wild animal, man. Somebody running from the cops.
Yeah.
You guys lucky he didn't have his bow staff with him.
Your brother-in-law's bow staff.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay. So he's not.
And by the way,
you don't hear that a lot.
Before the show
you can
started,
tell that he has a bow staff, though. Yeah.
Dave walks by my studio door and says, "Oh, hey, your brother-in-law's in the news." I don't have time to talk, and walks away.
Well,
so I Google it real quick. I Google his name, and I just see man fleeing police. I go, "Oh crap, Jack, what did you do?"
Yeah. I was running late, but I'm like, Al didn't even tell me his brother-in-law was in the news.
I didn't even
But
know.
you had no idea.
No.
Yeah, so he did a good deed. Didn't help the cops catch this guy over the weekend. Your brother-in-law has the craziest hair.
He does,
A sweet-ass red mohawk.
James called him the punk rock Forrest Gump last time.
Yeah. That does make good sense.
Walking and walking and walking. But he's got a kick-ass mohawk.
So he's training. He's going to try to walk across the country again and break the world record?
The try part is the world record. He's going to do it. He's going reverse order this time. He started in California last time and ended up in Georgia. This time he's going to start on the east and go west. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And what happens to his family during that time? Do they go with him, or do they just check in?
They stay back here. And then I'll have my nephew a bunch probably again. So just hanging out with him.
No, well, very cool. We wish him luck.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so there you go. That's why your brother-in-law was in the news.
My favorite comment of all time is he's lucky he didn't have his bow staff with him.
Yeah, you do not hear that.
You can tell that Jack has a bow staff. You just
bow staff.
I mean, I am shocked he wasn't out walking, because if you're a serious walker,
You've got a staff.
you've got a staff.
Yeah.